Hello, my name's Okse, but you knew that anyway. Today we're going to be talking about Clip Studio's tone tool. So let's get into it. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Clip Studio and its tone feature. This is a really good tool for creating various shades and tones. But before we get into it, can you please slap a like on this video? Can you turn your notifications on? And if you want to ask any questions below, please do. Some people might have featured this on their YouTube channels. As I said in previous videos, if I learn something new, I'm going to pass it on to you. So if you can do that, just slap a like on it. Thank you very much. So many years ago, if you were a graphic designer, a comic book creator, how did you get your halftones? You're probably thinking, oh, well, you just loaded up your Mac, Okse, then, just loaded it up and used the computers and magic and stuff. No, stop you right there, right? We used to have these electrosets in the UK. Basically, it was like rub-on transfers. So what you had to do is you had to get your black and white image, put the transfer over the top, mark out where you wanted to cut out and where you wanted your shading to be, and then cut that out and then rub that on to the actual ink drawing, and then that would be print ready for like a newspaper or a magazine. Look at her there, so proud, isn't she? Look at her, look at her. So this is how it used to be. But now, of course, with technology, we've scrapped all that and we can do really cool things. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through the halftone feature. Let's go. So let's zoom in on this picture of the Peaky Blinders, the brother Shelby. And let's just zoom in. And there you go. Look, we've got all these halftones here. And they come in various shapes. We've got like circles, dots, lines. And basically it's a great way of creating some variation, some depth in your images. And I found this feature on Clip Studio and I was absolutely stunned by it. When you first see it, you think, oh my god, that's really complicated. But once you get into it, you can be half-toning away like a half-toner. I don't know what that means. So let's start with a new page. So we go File, New. And we're going to go for illustration, and we're going to call this halftone. There we go, and we've got that's what size we're going to go for. Let's go for an A4 size, and then we click OK. So what we're going to do here, we're going to just create a sort of like a cube for us to play about with. Let's create a cube there. And let's create a ball, let's create a cylinder, some just basic geometric shapes. They're not actually perfect, but I'm just going to be showing you the kind of things we can do with this halftone stuff. So there we go. So we've got the shapes there. Let's maybe do a pyramid. There we go. Excellent stuff. So we got that there. And now what we're going to do, we're going to use our selection tool. So if you just bear with me, I'm just going to go dink, and then we go up to the cube and we go like this. We draw, yeah, and as you can see, there's little ants on the marquee. And then we go into, if you see that one at the end there, because these are all different features. So we go like this. And these are the tone settings. Okay, so we've got various tones. Okay, so let's start from the top. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just want you to get the gist. So we've got the circle tones, right? So you can adjust the density, and then the higher you put the density, the darker the tone will be. So let's start off with a light tone. Let's go. So you've got your density, and then you've got your angle. So you can adjust the angle of the way they're created. And then we go OK. So there we go. If you look at that, that's created a darker area on the cube. Now, so what happens, this is from what I can see, this is what happens. If you look to the side, and you can see the layers, yeah, so what it does, it creates another layer, and it sort of like creates a mask, right? And then what we'll do, we'll call, and we can rename this as well. We're going to call it Cube 01. So it creates a mask. So anything that's black can't be seen, but anything white can be seen. Okay. So now we're going to go over to our ink pen, and it doesn't really take into consideration what color your ink is. So for example, I'm going to go into here and I'm going to draw a line there. That's using my ink. So if I just go like that, like so. What that has done is added to the mask. It's basically cut away at the black, right? And if you want to get rid of it, you can go into your eraser rubber if you're in the UK, and then you can sort of like take this away like so, which is pretty cool. You can just basically do anything with this. So you can go Okse, there you go, is cool. That writing that just didn't make me cool, did it? So there you go. So you can do that. So erase that. So yes, so basically anything I draw on that layer now will become halftone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour all this cube in like so. Like that. I'm going to colour it all in like that. And let's just go through our shapes. I'm going to put a bit of halftone there. Let's put some there, and let's put some there as well. So now what we can do is we can go into our lasso tool again, select this area like so, and then we go halftone, and then we could just let's put some lozenge on there, and then let's just adjust the angle of it. Let's just play about, and that's just the density. Let's knock it up to 20. Okay, so we go like that. Then we go OK. So look at that. That's made a darker shade. So basically what's happened is we've overlaid one tone over another tone, creating another pattern. And then as you can see, we can go in here and we can add some more tone. Look at that. And then we can come down here, add some more to this ball. And the great thing about doing this, and then let's put some over here. The great thing about doing this, you save, if you want to do a black and white comic, it's great, but if you want to do like different tones and shades, you can just use this. It's bloody really good. Excuse my swearing, sorry. So that's really good. It's very exciting. And then what other things can you do with it? Let's have a look. So those are your basics, and we can carry on just experimenting and adding different tones, and oh, it's really cool. And let's have a look. Let's see what other tones there are. Let's go. Let's do a bit of a crosshatch. Like so, we've got crosses here, and then we can sort of like bring that in there. Maybe let's use this as shadow. There we go. You can bring that in there. Make this darker. And let's do some more. Because the thing is, you can keep drawing over each other's heart. So you can keep drawing. So you can keep drawing over the halftone. It's absolutely brilliant. So let's go here, and let's bring the halftone in again. And we go line, and then as I say, we can adjust the angle of it. Let's have it going straight across. Okay. So if you want to deselect your marquee, you just click on the first one there, and then that clears it. So then we can just go in here put some shadows there. Combine that with the and then what you can do as well within layers, you can create groups. I'm going to quickly show you that. So if you look at the third one along, you can create a group, and then what you do, you put all those half tones into that group. And how you know that they've clicked in is they move to the right. Okay, and let's put line artwork there. So now that we've got a group, what we can do, we can move that about now. So now we've got a group, we can move that about now. Like that, so we'll center that. We'll put that over there. So this is great if you want to be doing, so say that's for example, so those are basic geometric shapes that we've done there, but let's go for something a bit more detailed. So let's create a new layer. Let's get our pencils out, and let's draw a quick face. Just a quick doodle, doodle 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 doodle. Like so. I don't know who this is. Just some guy looking to the side. Right, there we go. Zoom in on him. Okay, so that's cool enough. There we go. There he is. Let's put something in his ear. Yeah, let's do that. So, and he's talking to. He's a spy. There we go. And then we erase that's there. Oh, excuse me, too big. We erase this area here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, this is a cool sort of spy character. There we go. And he's talking into his little mic. If he's talking into it, let's open his mouth. So he's talking into his microphone, so obviously he'll want his mouth open. Because I hate it in comics, is when you see characters talking, they've got their mouths closed. It very rarely happens, but I've seen it happen in a few comics. So there we go. And then we've got our fill tool as well, which is here. Paint bucket. So there we go. And let's just give him a bottom lip. Okay, so that's not a bad doodle, if I do say so myself. Okay, and now let's go in there with our half tones and just do a little bit of experimenting and see what we can do. So I want him to have I don't want him to have white hair, so I want him to have a darker shade of hair. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our marquee tool and we're going to go here and we're going to sort of select his hair. Let's go in with the tones. Let's see what tones we've got. We've got cross. Let's go for the circles and let's angle them off. Okay, so yeah, we've got darker hair there, and let's give him a bit of let's have him half his face in the dark. Okay, so we're gonna darken him down this side like so, and then we're going to go in with our tones, and let's go. What other shades can we do? Let's go. What's sugar plum? There's all different types here. Cherry, flower, ninja star. No, that's not. Got noise as well. Let's go with the ellipse. So, and let's adjust the angle, and we go okay. So that, yeah. So, and then what we can do, we can go in with our pen, and we can sort of like add some more shade in here, and then we can put some dark lines here. And then maybe some lines here as well. And then this area would be dark as well. Let's darken that. And look, he's got a little, so his tongue, let's do his tongue, because his tongue wouldn't be white. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in here with our marquee tool again, select his tongue, and then we're going to go for a halftone. And we're going to go, let's go for another, let's go for circles. And gonna adjust the density, just knock it up a little bit, and let's go with that. There we go. It's basically the same as the other one. So let's erase some of that, do some rim lighting, and then let's do some background. So let's go, here we go. So we're going to do some background here just to make him pop. We go to the halftone, let's see what we can do. Carrot, let's go carrot. I don't know what carrot is. Twist that. No, I'm not going to go carrot, let's go asterisk. No, let's go flower. Let's go cross. And then, as I say, we can sort of like go in here and add some of that. And then we can go back to our other layers and we can just start adding maybe a little bit, combining halftones together, like so. Giving it a bit of variation. Let's colour his microphone and maybe do a little bit of drop shadow there. And there you have it, look at that. All done in halftones, and maybe we want the lighter area to have a few little dots in there, maybe a bit Liechtenstein. If you've not heard of Liechtenstein, look him up. Very good. I'll put the spelling of it down there in the corner. And you recognise it as soon as you see it. And then let's add some more. So let's grab that area like so. Let's go halftone, and then let's go circle, and then we go really low density like so. Okay. And then you can still see the little dots there, and then what we can do, we can go in with our eraser and get rid of these. Get rid of those there, and then maybe do some highlights. Highlights on the nose, get rid of the ones on the teeth. And there you go, there's our heroic spy chatting on the microphone like so. So if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. And that's it really. Clip Studio, tones, brilliant, eh? Love it. Thank you very much for watching. Just a quick one to let you know that if you want to watch any other videos, just click on the right. And also, I've just released this print of Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders. It's a UK programme all about the Shelbys and their gangland war in UK oldie time. So yeah, check that out. Okay, thank you very much. Bye again.